I get a lot of people on the website that ask about welding. They want to get into welding. They've never welded in their life. So where do they start? Well, chances are, if you're preparing for hurricane, if you've got a generator, if you're preparing for hurricane, some type of natural disaster, if you have a generator, you already have half of your welding equipment. This is my Coleman PowerMate 7200 generator. It is more than enough to power my welding machine. Whenever you get into welding, there's just some basic essentials that you need. You need a welding hood. I have been welding for about 15, 16 years. I used to do it for a living. Need yourself a good quality grinder. Do not go down to one of the big stores that sell these cheap grinders. Buy yourself a good brand name. Some of them, I'm not endorsing these, but some of the good ones is Makita, Sears Craftsman, not Black & Decker. Read around, get some reviews, but get yourself a good industrial 5-inch grinder. This is really a 5-inch grinder. Stay away from the little 3-inch grinders. They ain't worth having. The most important thing that you can have, safety glasses. If you're going to be welding, if you're going to be working with metal, you should have a pair of industrial safety glasses. The way that you know that these are industrial, they will say Z87 on the side of them, right here on the side. If they do not say Z, as in zebra, 87, they are not industrial grade safety glasses. The next component that you need is some welding gloves, and mine are around here somewhere. But anyway, the next thing, if you want to get into welding, if you've never welded before in your life, look at a flux core welding machine. Not a MIG machine. MIG and flux core kind of same thing. This is a flux core rig. The reason why it's called flux core is because the flux is on the inside of the wire. Now, hang on, let's pause the film. There's not going to be an arc. as you're welding this, you want to move your head side to side a little bit as you go down. Now, a lot of people are going to say you're not supposed to weld downhill. Well, MIG and inner shield, also called flux core, it's hard to weld uphill. So I weld my stuff downhill with wire. If you're using stick rod, then yes, you should always weld uphill using a stick rod. Take that gun and move it side to side about 3/16 of an inch as you go down. Just like that. And then I've got enough room right here so I could put another weld. To make this weld stronger, what I would do is I would go from the, come on up here, get closer, honey. I would go from right here where my wire's at, halfway of that weld, to right here. I'd split the middle of that puddle along the edge of this weld. Right down through there, I'd wire buff it. Then on my next bead, I would put the wire right there on the edge of this weld and go back and forth. In fact, let me go ahead and I've got some more welding to do, and I'll get back with y'all in a few minutes.